All right, I think we are live here. So we are going to be testing out Webinar Jam, which is pretty cool. So let's make sure I have the chat box enabled and everybody can see that. All right, so we can write a test message here. We're going to go ahead and do that. So you can write a test message and it will appear in the messages. So let's see. Let's make sure we got this. And we are broadcasting, so there is one person on here checking this out right now. All right, this is pretty cool. So I just wanted to kind of do a test webinar, so if anybody sees this, this is the first time I'm testing Webinar Jam with a new Logitech camera and our webcam, and you can see my my Blue Yeti microphone here. So I'm testing a few new tech things out just to want to give it a try, but figured I'd make it something that would be valuable anyway as much as I can. So what I'm going to cover on this this live webinar today is I'm going to talk about what is working for LinkedIn marketing now. And I teach a couple of courses on LinkedIn marketing and use it for my business. My business is social media marketing and website design business, and I've been doing that for a couple of years and have grown it to replace my previous income and then double my previous income. Which I don't say any of this stuff to brag. It's not that impressive, but it is something that allows me to be able to work from home, work from wherever I want. I went to Costa Rica a month ago and worked from there very easily. So it's just been a big benefit, and LinkedIn is one of the major ways that I've marketed this business and been able to get clients. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's working now on LinkedIn. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and see if this works, and then I'm going to jump into LinkedIn and just cover a few things that I think are working really well. So we're going to go ahead and share this. Let me know if you can see this. All right, should be good to go. Looks like it's sharing this. So just wanted to cover a couple of things. LinkedIn has recently changed their dashboard to be very updated. I think all of the drop downs and the menu and the navigation are in the same spot. Here's where you would see your messages. Here's where you would see new notifications, people that have invited you to connect with them. Thought I connected with this guy. But anyway, so that was one of my students. And so anyway, I just wanted to give you a couple of things on LinkedIn that's working really well. I'm going to jump into my profile here. And I talk a lot about in my LinkedIn course, my LinkedIn Masterclass, which is right here at redlineacademy.com, which is my online school. I talk a lot about the exact steps I use to build. This is over 4,945 connections. It's over 5,000 now, and how I use LinkedIn to generate business leads. But I just wanted to share a few things that are really working effectively. So here's my LinkedIn profile where I can go in and edit. One of the things that I did that was has been super helpful is adding. If you go into my summary, you'll see at the bottom that I have these specialties, and basically these are just keywords that I want to rank for, that I want people to find me for. So you'll see social media marketing, that's my business, social media strategy, Facebook advertising campaigns, and just a bunch of different keywords that I want people to find me for. What I've done, and this has been a significant boost to my profile, we'll go ahead and toggle this off. So if I make any updates, they don't show to my network and bother people right now. But anyways, go ahead and copy this. So just go ahead and right click and copy it. And then that's already there, so I'm not going to update it. But then go into all of your experience, and you'll notice that I have that specialty section with those keywords. So I basically just went in and pasted that specialty section. So we'll do it again here. Pasted that specialty section in here, and then saved it. And that will add a specialty section with all of these keywords. So this is something that LinkedIn indexes as well as Google when people are searching for these keywords, and you will rank better. So if you do that and click save, it'll save it to your profile, and now you have all of these specialties under your education or your previous experience. So I went in and did that for all of, you notice I did it for all of my previous experience, every position, and not everything applied to every position that I had. So I would just take out what didn't apply and add that to that section. So if it didn't apply, I wouldn't keep it in there. But then, you know, and almost looks like almost everyone I added it, not these bottom two, but I'm going to go ahead and add it to those. So anyway, so that has been significant. That's been a significant boost in my LinkedIn profile. And you can see, let me jump into this right quick. I'll show you where this is, how I rank for profile views here. So hopefully everybody's seeing this on my screen. So you can see that I have over 5,073 connections, and I'm in the top 5% for profile views. So I'm in the top 5% of over 5,000 connections. It's been up 3% in the last 30 days. I've been noticing a significant number of people additional people viewing my profile. So that's been significant. I mean, you can see the jump here when I started making these changes. So that's been a significant thing. Another thing that has worked really well is making sure that you add in all of your previous positions. So you may have a position, like I'll give you an example. This position where I was the owner of a social media marketing company, Josh Gwynn Social Media. I did that for a couple of years, but the third client that I called on was this large automotive group that I ended up going and working for as a social media marketing manager, digital marketing manager, and later director of marketing. Well, so for a while, I was only doing this for a couple of months before that company hired me on. And so for a while, I didn't leave this in there, even though I still had clients as a side business while I was working there. And so I didn't do too much with this, and I didn't really feel like it had a good spot on there because it was a part-time thing for most of the time that I had it. Well, once I finally went in and edited this, added a specialty section, added some things that I did, and then also added, because I worked with a couple of political campaigns, and added some of these featured images, and I'll show you how to add this in a second. Added these pictures of work that I had done, my LinkedIn profile jumped significantly. And the only thing that I can figure was that by adding all of these keywords, again, you see social media marketing, social media design, social media strategy, search engine visibility, website design, all of these keywords helped to boost my rank even higher in LinkedIn. So that's been significant. Since I mentioned this, I'll go ahead and show you how to do this. If you are wanting to add, you can add this media to most of your sections, most of your work experience sections, as well as your summary section. So the way you do that is, let's say you wanted to add a photo. Let me go down here and we'll add it to. So you can see that you can have quite a bit of these different media features in your. This is a PowerPoint. This is pulled from SlideShare. This is also pulled from SlideShare. I have a video. This is a video, so it's a link to a Google or to YouTube video. So anyway, these are really effective, and they really make your profile stand out among your peers, because most people aren't going to do this. Most people don't update their LinkedIn profile regularly, I don't think, anyway. And most people certainly aren't going to do this. So let me go down here. We'll go to a previous position, and we'll add this and show you. I'll show you how I added it. So under any previous position, you can go in here and you can add media. So what we'll do, since I don't see an easy way to do this, under there, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and add a photo. So click on add a photo, and you can either use a link to that photo or you can upload a file. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and we'll upload a file, and we'll put my LinkedIn course in there. Actually, I'll tell you what, let me go find another one. Going to here. All right, so here's a Google Plus cover photo that I did. So we'll grab the Facebook cover photo. So once you open that, it will give you the ability, it'll show that as a piece of media, and it'll give you the ability to add a title, so what you did, and you can add a description, so you can link to it, or you can just describe what it was, and then you click save, and that's going to be featured in your that section. So whether it's your summary or a particular work section. So this is a really effective way, again, and if you have this toggled on right here, then that will publish an update to your network showing them a project that you were working on. So I'm not going to add this to this section because I don't want to add it there particularly, but so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. But that's how you would add additional media. And notice you can add a presentation, and it'll give you the option to add it from SlideShare. So you can just go in and copy a SlideShare presentation. You can add a video, so you can add a YouTube video, a link. So if you wanted to link to your website or to a project or a blog post you've done or a document, you can add all of those things. Big visibility for your profile. You can see how much this makes my profile pop when you scroll through it and you see these additional media. So another thing that has worked really well recently is under connections, going in, and I talk about this and how to do this specifically in the masterclass, which I'll give you an opportunity to get if you want it in just a minute. But go in and add connections, and basically this is going to pull your connections from your contacts. So you can log in with your Gmail, you can log in, so you notice here, you can start with your email provider and you can select which one you want to use. But we're going to go ahead and we'll continue to Gmail. I don't think it's going to invite people automatically, but basically it gives you it gives LinkedIn the ability to find your contacts, and then you can go in and add those people all at once. So I talk about in the LinkedIn Masterclass a way to add 500 connections very quickly. This is the way to do that. So is to go in and pull your connections not only from your email client, so Gmail, Yahoo, something like that. So you see all of these, 760 contacts are also on LinkedIn. So I can go ahead and add 760 connections or skip this step. And I'm going to skip this step only because I just did this recently. But you can see all of these people, and the ones that have profile pictures on LinkedIn, their profile pictures are featured. So those are active users of LinkedIn, where some of the ones with blank profile pictures may not be. So you can do this for all of these people, or you could come in and select specific people and invite them. So that's a great way to generate a ton of visibility and a ton of connections very quickly with a few clicks. I did that this past week. Actually, I did it on accident because I'd already done this with my contacts, and ended up getting quite a few more contacts from people that I guess had just come in since the last time I had done it, and getting a lot of visibility on my profile. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this step and see where it takes me to the next step. So we'll see what the next option is. So that's step 1 of 2. All right, so then it's going to take you to people that you may know on LinkedIn. So then you can connect with these people that you may know on LinkedIn as just LinkedIn suggestions based on who you're connected to. So this is a great thing too. So go in here and go through these suggested connections. I'm seeing a lot of people that I know, so I'm going to go ahead and add some of these people. This is a great way to get a ton of visibility and to grow your connections very quickly. Now you can't just select all of them at once and add them as connections, but you can go through, and there'll be people that that you can add, and you can add a bunch of people here really quickly. So anyway, those are the things that have been working significantly well on LinkedIn recently. Let me see if there's anything else that I can share with you here. Of course, we talk about in the course, I talk about in the LinkedIn Masterclass what to use for a photo, what to put for your headline. This is big. You want to use a lot of keywords here. So there's basically 5 things that I talk about in the course, that if you're just going to do 5 things, there's probably 30 things in the course that we talk about. But if you're just going to do 5 things, these are the 5 things that you would do. Profile picture, headline, previous work experience, making sure you have a well crafted summary that's going to get people to connect with you, and it's basically a sales letter, which telling people what you can do for them, who you are, how you can help them, and what you can do for them. And so I actually, in the course, I provide a template where you can just copy and paste the one that I use, and then just change out your information or add in information if you want. So, and then your previous experience. I would recommend adding everything to your previous experience and making sure that it is very keyword rich. You definitely want to add these specialty sections to your individual work experience, and that will make you a LinkedIn profile pro. So anyway, I just wanted to share those with you. Let me jump back into our Google Hangouts here. I'll stop sharing that. See if I come back up. All right, there we go. So I think it's working. So we are looking good here. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them into the message section over here to your right at the bottom. And you can go ahead and ask those questions. Just type your question, click enter, and we'll address those. I'm going to go ahead and pop up the link for getting the LinkedIn Masterclass course. This is a course that I just added to the Redline Academy school, and that you can get right now. It's at an entry-level price point here. So we're going to go ahead and I'll add this over here, and you can just click the link and you can get this offer. So we'll go ahead and add this in, and then I'm going to take some Q&A. So we'll go ahead and add this in. Okay. So now that you should be able to see that in your the right side of your screen right now. And what that'll do is clicking this deal will take you directly into the shopping cart to get this course. It's $149. And if you, we'll go and jump into here. Let's see. Okay, so you're still seeing me on the screen. Let me jump in and share my screen again, and I'll show you the actual course here. All right, so let me see if I can share this. All right, so here's what the course includes. It will talk about, you can read about me if you'd like. It will talk about, well, me starting on LinkedIn in 2008 and how from 2008 to 2013, my LinkedIn profile sucked. I got no business, no clients, generated no leads from LinkedIn. In 2013, I really started working on my LinkedIn profile. And as a result, I have on here, it's 4,945 connections, which put me in the top 10%. It's actually over 5,000 connections, and it's been in the top 5%. And you can see from this screenshot in the top 3%. And I show you exactly how to do this in this course. So you can see, I'll jump into the curriculum. Here are the actual lectures for the course. So when I talked about those top 5 steps, these are the top 5 most effective things that you can do today in the next hour or so to get your LinkedIn profile into probably the top 20% of people on LinkedIn. So I go through each of those: what to use for a great profile picture, how to write a LinkedIn profile that sells you, how to write an amazing LinkedIn summary that's going to get you business, how to add hundreds of connections automatically. I just showed you how to do that. How to update your work experience to rank and search. Then we talk about how to get found in LinkedIn, to make sure that on LinkedIn and Google, your profile gets found. So I talk about how to make sure your privacy settings do not wreck your marketing efforts. This is very important. Where to add keywords and specialty keywords to your LinkedIn profile, how to add keywords to your interest section, and how to make sure your profile ranks in Google search, your public profile. And we're not talking about your profile when somebody's logged into LinkedIn. We also cover what to post and when to post on LinkedIn to get leads, to get more business, how to stay in front of people in your network, what you can do with blogging. LinkedIn's blogging platform is amazing. So I go into how to do that and how I had a huge LinkedIn blogging success, and you can copy what I did. So talk about how to get killer endorsements and recommendations. Super ninja way to get more LinkedIn endorsements, how to get awesome recommendations from colleagues. This is super important to have, 5 to 10 wonderful recommendations from important people is huge. And how to connect with key decision makers at any company to get more clients. I show you a super ninja way to get the email for any decision maker at any company and how you can email them directly. and I will be adding a link, email template that I've been using that I feel like is highly effective for reaching out to these decision makers. So, and then I have some coming soon lectures, you notice, because this course is still growing and still, this is, again, an entry level point, price point that you're at. But I'm going to be adding to this as we go. So I'm going to be adding these templates. I'm going to be adding how to use your LinkedIn company page. So it's already a very, very complete course, as you can see, and there's still going to be more adding to it. And you will get the benefit of you get lifetime access to this course. So you get the benefit of all these future updates when you get it from me today. You can see some of the people that have left reviews on this course already. This person said that their profile ranking jumped from 63% to the top 10% in less than 2 weeks. So there's some proof that this definitely works. And so anyway, that is the course. So I'm going to stop sharing this and jump back into live camera mode here. Okay, so we can see me again. All right, so you got this LinkedIn for Business Masterclass. Now, when you click on this offer, it's actually going to take you, see if we can do this. It's actually going to take you directly into the checkout screen. So let me show you what that looks like. Because you're not going to see the sales page that I just showed you. All right, so you should be seeing this. So where it's going to take you when you do this, it's going to take you into a page that looks like this. All right, so so you can go ahead and get the course rather than go to the sales page. It will send you in there, and you can go ahead and get the LinkedIn course. You can either do credit card or check out with PayPal, and it's going to prompt you. Initially, what you're going to see is create an account, the create an account screen, where you create a username and password, and then it's going to take you to this payment details screen where you can get the course. So that is literally it. That's how you get the course. So now we're going to go ahead and close this webinar because this was just a test to see how it works. But if you find this webinar somewhere and see this, those are real legitimate techniques that I just showed that's really working for me on LinkedIn. And if you see this at any point, you can definitely get this deal and get this LinkedIn course. This LinkedIn course is live. And if you go through this webinar, this deal, it will always be at this price point, even when the actual price point to the public has been raised. So anyway, like to see you on the inside of the course. Hope that helps. And thanks for checking this out.